designed to liven up the joint.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going over day 2 of Hasbro post-con. This is day 2 where the teams of G.I.Joe, Avalon Hill, Indiana Jones, Magic the Gathering, and Star Wars, the Black Series team, they went live today with some of their reviews. Some of them decent reviews, some of them whatever, some of them not so great, but hey, that's just me personally. But before I get started, just want to say, if you guys hear a lot of background, nothing I can do about that. Background noise, let's say, nothing I can do about that. The whole family's here, so there's that. Secondly, I'm just gonna go over, first of all, I should mention that the host, Cleo, I forgot his last name or whatever, but I remember he's from Hose, the movie Hose with Shia LaBeouf. He did a fantastic job as a host. I know I was reading the chat, some people hated. They were like, "Oh, he's doing overreaction on a few things." Like, nah, man. I think he did a great job. Him and DJ Amons, like, they're both of them interacting with each other, kind of make the show a little bit better. Him reacting to the products, yeah, he was overselling a little bit on some of the things, but I think they did a fantastic job hosting together. And you could tell that sometimes they were giving genuine reactions to some of the product, and not just, you know, speaking corporate or whatever. But yeah, I think they did a fantastic job. Anyways, Hasbro started off today with the G.I. Joe team. They had a few decent reviews, but they had it in sections. So they went name reveals, they gave digital renders, and then what they call pipelines, basically what they call pre-orders on their pipelines reveals. So starting off with names only reveals they were doing, starting off with Serpent. Now, I was looking up pictures, I couldn't find like a picture straight from the cartoon, but Serpent does look cool. I did find him on G.I.Joe, forgot the name of the website, but I should have it in the photo. I think G.I.Joe Wikipedia or whatever page. Serpent does look pretty cool. So I can't wait for, obviously, digital renders are going to come first, and then that final figure form. Buzzer looks pretty cool as well, which was the next reveal. He looks awesome. Can't wait for an action figure version of that. And then female Cobra Troopers was revealed as well. So be prepared for that. Definitely Army built some female Cobra Troopers as well to go with the male ones. So there is that. Now let's go on to their digital renders. These are some of their promo, what they are, digital render shots of some of the figures that they are coming out with, starting with Rock and Roll. I think Rock and Roll looks freaking awesome. I definitely need an action figure of him. Next up is Bazooka. Bazooka looks pretty awesome as well. Kept making jokes about like chest hair, whatever, with this cool little mustache. I think he looks awesome. Torpedo was actually one of my favorites from that digital render as well, just because of so much accessories. He's gonna be freaking amazing. Another one actually that I liked even more than him was Copperhead. The Copperhead looks pretty cool as well. I could definitely army build some Copperheads, especially to go up against different lines of some of my action figure displays as well. Shipwreck and Polly. So Shipwreck looks pretty cool. He comes with some cool accessories to hold the parrot as well. So, and then he looks like a sailor, so that's actually pretty awesome as well. Yeah, all of them look pretty cool as well. Now let's go on to the pre-orders. Now for the pre-orders, they actually should be live right now. Especially if you're a Hasbro Pulse member. By the time I upload this video, they're probably already out. So there's that. Starting off with Barbecue. He looks pretty cool. He's part of the Marauder line as well. Definitely gonna need him. One of my favorites from all the G.I. Joes revealed today was Crimson Bat. Crimson Bat looks freaking amazing. I definitely gonna have to army build this. I like some of the displays where he's like they put him up, like a whole bunch of them. You could have him like holding someone in mid-air with his mechanical arm. He looks freaking amazing. I love the color on him as well, the metallic deco that they use for him. Freaking amazing. Okay, next up is Falcon. Now, Falcon looks pretty cool. I actually like her. She has the shotgun. Love the pose that they have her in. You know, she's on one knee. Absolutely freaking love it as well. I'm not sure I'm going to pick these up, though. Outback looks pretty cool as well. Actually, they all look pretty cool, but Outback is like whatever to me. I'm not really the hugest fan of Outback. So there's that. Cover Girl looks pretty awesome. I love her shotgun as well. She looks pretty awesome. But my favorite was one we knew about for a while already is Serpentor. I think back at San Diego Comic Con, we actually got closer glimpse of him, and he actually is a Hasbro exclusive, Hasbro Pulse exclusive. He looks freaking amazing. I can't wait to get that action figure. The only problem is it's gonna run you about $80. So there's that. They revealed a new Nerf. Now the reason I bring this up because well, first of all, they're talking to Sergeant Slaughter. But the reason why I bring this up because this whole year is the 40th anniversary of G.I.Joe. So they made a G.I. Joe exclusive Nerf gun that looks freaking awesome. And then here's the thing: if you buy it, it comes with the 300th issue of the alternate art comic. If you buy the Nerf gun as well, the Nerf gun looks pretty cool, but just get the comic as well to go with it. Might be worth it. And the Nerf gun is really strong as well. It's one of the best. So there's that. But that pretty much does it for G.I. Joe. Nothing too crazy. But some decent reveals in there. Next one up is Avalon Hill. So I'm not really gonna talk about it. It's basically like HeroScape, the video game, or game. It's like a board game or whatever. I'm not sure what it is. To be honest with you, they were talking about it the whole time. It's a project you could back it if you're into that stuff. So there's that. Magic the Gathering. So there's pretty back. I'm not the hugest Magic the Gathering. Actually, I never really played Magic the Gathering as well. But they had a cool little crossover with Transformers. So there is that as well. And next up, they have revealed some Indiana Jones figures. Now, they're staying with the classic Indiana Jones, not like the modern movies. So, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're starting off with. First off, they revealed that they're starting off with kind of like a kids line. They didn't reveal anything to that. So can't really say much until later on we find out more about that. And then their 6-inch line, they're calling it the Adventure Indie line collection or whatever they're calling it. So the first one is Indy himself, and he looks freaking amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on him. He comes with this golden idol as well. So you know that's the perfect way to start the lineup. You know, if you're gonna start an Indiana Jones line, you're gonna have Indy himself. So there's that. But then we got more characters from the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. Starting off with Tote. Tote looks freaking amazing. Can't wait to get my hands on him. He has the melting face to go with it. Oh my god, this figure looks freaking awesome. The melting face itself is just worth it. In general, I can see a lot of people doing customs or whatever with them. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. And then next up is Salah. Salah looks pretty awesome as well. Yeah, so if I butcher these names, I apologize, and I'll just let you guys know. But yeah, he looks pretty awesome. Next up is Balak. I believe that's how you say Balak. He looks pretty awesome as well. Yeah, I can't wait for this line. This line's gonna be freaking amazing. Next up, they revealed Marianne, and she looks pretty awesome as well. Um, I love the accessories that coming with these lines as well. But pretty cool. And then the ultimate reveal is that this whole line of the adventure series it comes with a builder figure, and it's the Ark of the Covenant. So that's freaking awesome if you ask me. So super happy about that as well. And by the way, I want to say Hasbro is killing it with the likeness, man. I mean, they're this photo tech. I kind of wish they used it with the selfie series, because some of them actually look like the actual characters from the movies, TV shows, whatever. They just, oh my god, they're nailing this new tech that they're getting is like insane. Of course, gotta wait till we actually see it in person before to make that judgment. But from the video, from the show, they look absolutely freaking amazing, if you ask me. But anyways, they also revealed they're making a retro collection, which is freaking awesome. It's inspired by the Kenner, old Kenner action figures from back in the days of Indy himself. So Indy's gonna be the first one. Of course, they're gonna make more of them as well. So can't wait for that. That looks freaking awesome. That actually has me intrigued because it actually look like the they're not modernized. They're made to look like the old action figures, which is freaking. It's hard to do. First of all, in general, it's pretty hard. But they look like they nailed it. I remember on the show the guy was saying that the old ones had like thumb problems. Definitely not gonna break on these, so that's freaking awesome. And then last but not least, from the indies, last but not least, they revealed the staff of Raw headpiece is what they're calling it. That looks freaking awesome. Absolutely freaking love it as well. Not only that, the thing lights up. So I'm gonna have to pick that one up myself, to be honest with you. Yeah, this any line looks absolutely freaking amazing. I cannot wait. I can't wait for this line. But yeah, now let's go on to last and final reveals, which was Star Wars. Okay, with the Star Wars reveals, they should just call this Cassian Andor Netflix show reveals, because man, whole bunch of Cassian Andor today. So like I said, starting off with Cassian Andor, the 2-pack that should be live right now, of him and B2 Emo. So we want to pick that one up. I might pick it up because I mean it's Cassian Andor. Definitely need him as well. Now there were some of them that we already know about, like this Mando rescue set that comes with the obviously Mando. Comes with Moff Gideon and the Dark Trooper as well. So definitely want to. I mean, they look absolutely freaking amazing altogether. I love the flame effects. I love Mando's cape that's kind of ripped from the back as well. Absolutely freaking amazing. And then go on to their Vintage series collection. So, Vintage series and Black series was heavily dominated in this thing. It was kind of like all over the place. They should have just named all the Vintage and then went all to Black series, basically, because it was like 2 reveals of Vintage, the Black series, 2 reveals of Vintage, the Black series. It was like, dude, like I was kind of confusing sometimes. Like, oh my god, what? Like, pacing was definitely a struggle in this show. But anyways, to the Vintage series, of course, Cassian Andor. They revealed making the Cassian Andor for Vintage. For you Vintage collectors out there as well. Then a Val Artha, I believe that's how you say her name, from the TV show, which is pretty cool if you love the Andor TV shows. So for Black series, we're actually getting Bad Batch Hunter. He looks well. First, we're getting a Bad Batch Omega and Ruby, so that looks freaking awesome as well. If you love the Bad Batch, you want to continue on that line. So there is that. I believe, and then we are getting a Bad Batch Hunter, but he's from the Vintage series as well. So there is that, because I think there's already a Black series version of him. So stick with me here. Because I was kind of confused as well. We get a Black Series X Wolves from the season 2 Mandalorian. He looks freaking awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of don't remember him in the show. I kind of don't remember him, not so much as well. So there is that. Now let's get on to the regular Black series. So starting off with, like I said, bear with me, guys, because this is kind of too much as well. Single release of Cassian Andor himself. So this ain't the vintage version of him. With the 2-pack, so they're making a single release. So there's that. Bix, we're getting a Bix figure, so she's pretty awesome. Love her in the show as well. a Luthien. Luthien looks absolutely amazing. I love that face scan of him. I was like, holy crap, they nailed him in 6-inch form. Absolutely freaking amazing. Mon Mothma was another one that got revealed. We just seen her in the latest episode. So if you love her character, you want to pick her up, you can. So there is that. Now they went on to Return of the Jedi. Okay, so in Return of the Jedi, they are making a scout trooper. Went back and made some of the original ones. I know those things are kind of hard to find, so they're coming back with him as well. A Lando and his skiff guard attire. I don't know if they. I don't think they understand. Man, they keep coming out with these Lando figures. It's like, do you guys not know that these figures just sit on the pegs? Like, stop the Lando. I know Lando's a popular character, but is he? Is he though? Because he's always peg warming. You can find a million Landos everywhere. So there is that. We're getting a Han Solo in his trench coat from Endor, looking absolutely freaking amazing. Might have to pick that one up. Of course, you can't have a Leia. You can't have a Han Solo without Leia in her poncho suit as well. And now they're sticking on to the Ewoks and bringing us a Wicket. So we're finally getting a Wicket. He has more accessories because he is kind of like a smaller figure. And this, I don't know if I said this, but this is vintage series. So there's that as well. Then we're getting a Katina band figures. So if you want to build that Katina band little display or whatever, you can finally do that. And now let's go on for their pipeline reveal. So these are figures that ain't coming out for a while now. Bear with me, guys, because it is a lot on their pipelines as well. And there actually wasn't any like I said, anything revealed. No action figure. No digital renders. Or just nothing. So starting off with Vader from the Return of the Jedi version. So there's that. Nothing I can really say about that. A weak way, which is pretty interesting as well. So I love that they're doing the most obscure characters as well. A wolf as well. I love the wolf's design as well. So he looks pretty awesome. A yuck face. I know that's gonna be a lot on a lot of people's list as well. And a Nykthos and his skiff guard as well. So that looks freaking awesome. And a Sababa. So a Sababa that in his skiff guard suit as well. So pretty happy about those. Let's just see how it turns out. There's definitely more. Okay, so now they're making a Endor playset. So if you want to get that classic Endor, the last battle scene in the movie, you can finally do that now. So that's freaking awesome, if you ask me. Now let's go on to the Black Series pipeline. And guys, this is what I mean. It was just like too much. It was like, okay, guys, like come on, like this is absolutely freaking crazy. So obviously they're making a Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. He looks awesome though. Well, he looked awesome in the movie. Let's see how he looks in action figure form. Of course, Luke had to do the Darth Vader as well. And then they're making a R2D2. I feel like we got just like a million of the same figures, like absolutely freaking insane. An Imperial Guard as well. I should say they're making an Imperial Guard reissue. So making an Imperial Guard reissue. So if you missed out on the first one, you know how popular those figures were. So you're getting some of those as well. And then let's go on to the vintage pipeline again. So we're getting the Tusken Raiders from the book of Boba Fett. So if you want an army build Tusken Raiders, you can get those as well. So there is that. Some pipe troopers. That looks absolutely amazing. So want to pick those up as well. And then we are getting a Cad Bane from the book of Boba Fett. So I don't know about the design. I kind of like the older ones, the older design in book of Boba Fett. In Star Wars. But yeah, whatever. I mean, I already have two Cad Banes. Why do I need another one? Just because he looks like the one from the Book of Boba Fett. Hard pass for me. And then a Tuscan chieftain. And yeah, so then they basically end the show with them talking about doing helmets and lightsabers. But yeah, whew, but yeah, that pretty much wraps up Hasbro PulseCon 2022. I feel like day two was kind of like on the weaker side compared to day one. But I mean, it's kind of hard to follow after Marvel Legends. To be honest with you, even Marvel Legends, I feel like they could have been came a little bit harder with some of the reveals as well. So I don't know. I was debating whether to do a top 10 reveal. I still might do it. I always do that at every con, whether it's from Mesco, whether it's from like McFarlane, for any of these bigger NECA. I always do like a top 10, my top 10 action figures. Still might do that, but yeah, that's pretty much wraps it up. Let me know what you guys think of Hasbro PulseCon Day 2. You guys already picked some of these figures up. I personally get to try to pick up that Serpentor. He looks freaking amazing. Not sure about everyone else though. I'm gonna have to probably the bat. Definitely gonna need a few of those. But yeah, not really too crazy. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. Stay tuned because you never know what's gonna be talked about on this channel. We definitely might have some more cons. I know winter is coming, so there's gonna be some big reveals. I know New York Comic Con is happening right now, so we might see some more reveals as well. So I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. You guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and see you guys later.